Hey there laulaus, it's your boy Jamesy back with another video. Now the other day I was missing home so much, the beautiful land of Malaysia. Just impulsed and decided to drive 40 minutes to a Malaysian supermarket. I noticed something super interesting, and it's actually these instant noodles. I don't eat instant noodles all the time, and when I do, it's never Malaysian. So I decided to pick up some of these that look really interesting to me. Now I haven't tried any of this before except for this one. Like, this is the Maggi Curry that a lot of people know, but I haven't had this for at least 10 years. And for the rest of this, it looks super interesting. Never had it before in my life. Shout outs to all these companies, and if you tried these before, that's cool. But I'm gonna cook up every single one of these, try it out, let you know what I think, if it's legit, if it tastes like what it says, and we'll go from there. But just to share with you, the first one we have here is a fish head noodle. Basically in Malaysia we call it tau mai. I love it a lot. I think it's famous in Seremban, which is where my mom is from. I used to eat it all the time as a kid, so we'll see if this tastes like it or not. We have banh mi, which is anchovy soup thing. Well, my grandma used to make this all the time. It was one of my favorite dishes, and it's the soup version. We also have the dry version as well, which I also love. In Malaysia there's this thing called chili banh mi, which is chili with this, and it's dry. It's like noodles mixed with stuff. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, so there's a dry version as well from Ina. This brand is My Kuali. And then there's obviously the OG Maggi Curry flavored. I think any Malaysian would know this. Let's cook these up. I think we're gonna start with something lighter. So we'll start with the banh mi actually. This is probably one that I'm most interested in. So we'll try it out. I'll cook it up and then we'll see how it goes. Alright, so this is the first noodle that we'll be trying. It's again, it's banh mi from Ina. Right, so again, this is a seafood broth type soup that I used to love when I was a kid. My grandma used to make it all the time. Now right off the bat, when I cook this, it looks kind of plain, man. It just looks like noodle with soup, right? It doesn't have little pieces of vegetable or little pieces of anchovy, nothing. So it looks kind of plain. Because the first thing you do, you feast with the eyes, and I'm not feasting with my eyes at this point. But one thing I really appreciate is that the noodles are actually, like, it looks legit, it looks kind of legit. So let's try it. We'll try the soup first. Okay, now to be honest, it tastes like, the Knorr stock pot. There's a chicken stock pot and the anchovy stock pot. It tastes just like that. Just very MSG, to be honest. Let's try the noodle. It's kind of salty. It might be my fault. I might not put enough water. It's not bad. Noodles are, not as chewy as I would like them. So like a good banh mi, right? It has to be chewy. Like, the noodles have to be chewy. It has to have some form of texture. And I know for a fact that I didn't overcook this, and it just breaks apart. You know what I mean? To be honest, this is kind of meh, man. I'll give this a 2 out of 5. Right? It just tastes very salty. Doesn't have a lot of seafood flavor. It just tastes like Knorr stock pot. Yeah, with some noodles. So this is not real banh mi, man. It's a no from me. Let's move on to the next instant noodle. Okay, so this is instant noodle number 2. This is the Mee Goring, which is the dry version of the one we just had. Ate this a lot back when I was in high school. It was a great lunch type item. Now I just noticed that it says that this is dry curry flavor, which is not the typical dry banh mi flavor, but that's on me, so I'll keep that in mind as I try this. Right off the bat, it looks interesting. It looks a bit like Indomie actually, and it does smell a lot like dry curry. This looks a lot more promising. I still wish that maybe they had some dry garlic, dry fried garlic, fried onion in there just to elevate the instant noodle. So let's try it. Wow, that's actually really good. Wow, hold on. Wow. That's actually really good. Perfect spice level for me. You know, it's like a little bit spicy, just a little, you know, like a little tingle. Flavor's on point, like it doesn't just taste like MSG. I think it's very flavorful. Good curry flavor, good dry curry flavor. I'm actually gonna finish this. I think this with like, you know, maybe some chicken or like a fried egg on top. So good. This is actually really good. I'm very impressed. So again, this is Ina. The brand is Ina. It's the same brand. If you're gonna choose one of these, don't go for the soup one, right? Go for this one. Go for the dry version. This is legit. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Alright, so that was really good. So as things are looking up, now this next thing we're gonna try is the fish broth noodle. This is, you know, really famous in the state where my mom is from, and I used to eat this all the time growing up when we used to visit. It's basically fish head and has like a cream based kind of soup. It's hard to explain and it probably doesn't sound too interesting, but it's so bomb. Now right off the bat, as you can see, this one looks beautiful, right? My eyes are feasting right now. It's feasting. You can see that, you know, they have the little vegetable pack, little chili flake in there, and it just looks really good. Smells good as well. So this one looks really promising. Let's try the broth first. Wow. Oh my days. Wow. This one needs to learn from this one, because this one has like it has such a real seafood flavor, you know what I mean? Like that one tasted like the MSG powder, but this one, it tastes legit. Like there's real fish in there, or real seafood in there. And like the creaminess just coats your tongue really nicely. Oh. Let's try the noodles. And also, by the way, the noodles are also legit. Like this is called bihun, which is like vermicelli noodles. So yeah, let's try it out. Oh yeah. Now the thing about these noodles is that if your broth is on point, you know the noodles are gonna be on point. Because these things are like flavor sponges, you know what I mean? Like compared to egg noodles and things like that, the broth is amazing for this one. So the noodles are super flavorful as well. Wow. Really good. Super balanced. It has the right level of sweetness, a little bit of spice, very seafoody. The creaminess like just coats your tongue. Wow. And the noodles, very good texture. Well cooked as well. Yeah, really good texture. You know, usually when you eat instant noodles, like you will eat the noodle and then you gotta chase it with the soup, right, for the flavor. This one you can legit just eat it by itself, just the noodles, and the flavor is there. This one gets a 5 out of 5 as well. Wow. Alright, we've come to the last instant noodle, and this one is the Maggi Curry flavored instant noodles. Now again, I've had this before a long time ago. I think at least 10 years. I used to eat it all the time when I was a kid. So when I was cooking this, like the smell brings me back. And it's a very familiar smell. In terms of what it looks like, you know, just off the bat, feasting with the eyes, it doesn't look amazing, but I feel like the fragrance and the smell is really on point here. Look is eye. And one thing I noticed when I was cooking this, on the back of the packaging it says 12 jenis rempah sebenar. And now what that means in Malay is there are 12 real spices in the spice mix. So this is really like the KFC of instant noodle. Interesting, very interesting. Let's see what this tastes like. Let's start with the broth. Okay, it's a little bland to be honest. Not sure if I put too much water. Let's try the noodles. Okay, so the noodles are very like the classic instant noodle type noodle. So it's good there, right? Good texture, nice and chewy. In terms of the flavor, I don't know, man. I remember it being a lot better. Yeah, it has good flavor, but it just doesn't hit the spot, you know what I mean? I don't know why. Where are the 12 spices? Oh. Yeah, honestly, this one, yeah, it just doesn't pack a punch, you know what I mean? I feel like this one had a lot more flavor, it's a lot more like, but for this one, it's a little light. I mean, it's good, like the curry fragrance is there, and the noodle texture is there, but it just doesn't hit like how I remembered it. But This one I think tastes a lot healthier than the other ones that we've had. So I feel like I could eat this a lot more often. Throw in some eggs, throw in some tofu puffs, some chicken, whatever. Make this like a normal meal. That would be good. But yeah, it just doesn't hit the same. So I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Man, my childhood is ruined. Alright, we've come to the end of the video. It was a lot of fun and a lot of sodium in my system right now. I'm probably gonna be like tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it was fun, interesting. I would say my favorite instant noodle here is definitely gonna be this one, right? The dry version, the dry banh mi is probably my favorite. Really good flavor. It tastes so bad for you, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know it's bad for you, but it tastes so good. So I would say this is probably my favorite. Second place is probably gonna be this one, the fish head noodle soup version. Really on point. Tastes so legit, you know, it doesn't taste like instant noodles. Tastes, if you served it to me in a restaurant, I'll be like, that shit's good, you know what I mean? In terms of this one, you know, it's honestly kind of disappointing. Maybe it's just me, maybe I hyped it up in my mind. Yeah, maybe it needed 13 types of spices, I don't know, but yeah, I feel like this was way better in my mind. But brings me back though to my childhood, the smell and stuff. So yeah, but for this one, please, this is no go. Do not buy this, or this one, no buy. Alright, remember this one, if you want to make it yourself, just buy the tub of MSG and put some noodles in there and you'll get this maybe even better. So do not buy this one. But yeah, it was really fun trying these Malaysian instant noodles. Super cool to see too that they're really interesting types of instant noodles now. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe and join the Lau family and be a Lau today. Be the dry banh mi of the YouTube community by subscribing, alright? Let me know your favorite instant noodles down below. I would love to try them. It's a space that I've never really explored. And let me know. I'd love to try a different type, maybe do a sequel if you're interested. If not, make sure you get out there and try these ones. I highly recommend. Make sure if you see this in the grocery store, just look away, okay? Look away. Had a lot of fun filming this video. Thanks for watching. Leave a like. Make sure you share it with your friends, your family, your Malaysian uncles, aunties. You're part of Malaysian now if you watch the channel. Thank you very much and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hey, what up laulaus? So if you haven't noticed, we hit 100 subscribers, over 100 now. But I just want to take this time to thank each and every one of you. I know it's not a huge number, but it is a milestone. And we hit 100 subscribers in a little over a month. So it was definitely really exciting. It's honestly not where we want to be yet, but I appreciate each and every single one of you. So thank you to Kelly, Jovita, Bislow, Milk Visuals, Russell, Timoso, Catherine, Wisney, Emperor Snowman, Queen Bee, Leonard, Melissa, Camille, Gabe, Puyi, Vivian, Kevin, Wooms, Michael, Theo, Justin, Z, Schwan, Tina, Wilson, Tiffany, Jun Hong, Freeman, Sherman, Emily, Yu Hui, and Matthew. So these are the people who subscribed and joined the Lau family since the last subscriber update video. Thank you very much for the support. We're at 100 now, but you know, we're gonna hit 1,000, we're gonna hit 10,000, a million very soon. So thanks again for all the support. I hope that content that we're putting out has been interesting and exciting for you to watch. Thank you for the support and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.